Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
And sometimes when you're in the middle of a losing streak, being on the road is exactly what you want. You can only depend on each other. Let's see if they can use that as fuel in this ball game.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Fighting his way through contact. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Cousins looking to put it up right away. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
This one brought in by Jefferson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
They just gave up the sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Williams to return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick in the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 1st down, Richardson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Forced out to his left. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Brown. And in for the Lions touchdown. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Cousins. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Here's a give to Madison running right. Gets through and now an opening. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Cousins on first down. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. Here now, 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. To throw is Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here's Madison running on first down, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jarvis Landry, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's Jarvis Landry who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Richardson looking to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense set to take over. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Richardson to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That was a beautiful executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. It's complete to Williams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. This, the 2nd meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. 2nd and 1 now from the 21.
Check mash, check mash.
Another run for Gibbs here, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Richardson to throw off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Gibbs going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Stephen Carter as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's...
Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini-celebration.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's Madison getting it again on second. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They go play action. Cousins. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down. They'll go Madison up the middle. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action, Cousins. This one caught by Osborne, right side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Here's Cousins. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Back to throw. He'll find Osborne here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 and 13 to 10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The slot man in motion right. There, Richardson back to throw it. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. St. Brown motioning left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there at 20 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play is they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, here's Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Throwing is Cousins. Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4th quarter, down to and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Throwing, Cousins.
To Jefferson on the slant. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. Here now, 2nd and goal.
Here's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. And that time they went with a fade on 4th and goal. Did not work out.
Now, how do you feel about that type of a call? Because I've been with you long enough. I don't think the fade route in that situation is one of your favorites.
I just think you're putting yourself into a corner. You don't have any margin for error, right?
I agree with you totally. You tend to run out of real estate. You got to make sure you run that route so well that you're allowed to fade and catch the football and come down in bounds. I think that's one of the reasons we've seen the fade stop coming.
He's got a man complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Brown.
And that one going to be slowed up before it can really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man. It's Brown. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Now Richardson.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think.
This ball intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late. And they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Detroit, they'll wrap up on a high note, but will still finish 3 games below 500 at 7-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's been a sinking ship all season, to be frank, as they finally draw the curtain on what will be a 2-15 year. And you have to figure that this is a team that will look a whole lot different come training camp next July. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.